Okay, hey, this is Dmblair's uh, storage unit where he does his terrain stuff. And he also has other things he does here like D&D, and there's Dmblair, D&D right there, and Legions right there, an X-Wing. And that right there is where he keeps all his supplies for when he wants to make stuff, and that's his helmet. And this is the table that he works on. All the way over there's some of the pieces and little bins. And over here is a little display cabinet with X-Wing stuff and Star Wars stuff. And then he has a airbrush, and he's going to start doing airbrushing things. And then there's Destiny and Conan and Back to the Future. And over here is his drafting table that he got. Tell the story about how you got the drafting table.
Oh, okay. So this drafting table, years ago I decided I was going to draw some fantasy world maps, large scale fantasy world maps. I have a background in graphics design and engineering and art major, so cartoon animation, things like that. And I always said that I wanted to get a larger drafting table, a real good, strong, like steady drafting table, like a good one, and start to design fantasy world maps. Well, one day I'm driving down the road, and right alongside the road is this drafting table. Now, it was in horrible condition. It was terrible, and it had a sign on it that said, "For sale, make me an offer," and a phone number. So I got the phone number, and I was on my break. I went to work, and I called the guy on the way back to work, and I left him a message. So he called me back, and I said, "You have make you an offer on the drafting table." I said, I gave him a little bit of background about what I do and my YouTube channel and my drafting experience and my creating dungeon terrain and stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen on Dmblair props or Dmblair's channel, sorry. If you scroll down past all the CBD videos and stuff, there's a lot of stuff in there for terrain building and gaming and D&D. So I have a very big background with a lot of it. And so I just sarcastically, I said to the guy, you said make an offer. I'm prepared to give you an offer. And he said, okay, well, go ahead and tell me. And I said, $20. Just to be funny, because I wanted the guy to go, ha, yeah, right, okay, yeah, and kind of break the ice into the bidding war. And he goes, really, $20? And I was like, yeah, man, $20. And he goes, all right, when can you pick it up? So I was like, well, right after work, I'll come pick it up. So I drove my Explorer down there, and him and I tore it apart. It comes apart, and it was in the worst condition. Like, it was terrible. Like, this was all like just sticky, gooey, and gnarled and rotting and horrible. And I had the top removed, and we sanded it down and refinished it and redid it, and it's all. We used this square here. I went out and bought this square just to make sure that there was no pitching in the table, that it was level the whole way across. And we redid it. All the stuff's still down there. But we redid the table, and now I can use it to draw like large scale fantasy world maps and stuff. So there's gonna be some videos on that coming up, like how to draw world maps and stuff. I'm probably gonna put it on this channel along with there's some airbrushing. I got my airbrushing station here together, and my airbrush is over here. I have yet to get it out, so I'm probably going to do like an unboxing video of the airbrush and the compressor and all the airbrush accessories. This is where like I design and paint all my my terrain that I create for Dmblair props, which is just like this 3D modular terrain. Kind of build it all right here and paint it. With my Legions, I plan to do some all this Legion stuff here. I plan to do some videos of me putting these together and painting them and basing them. So if that's something you guys are into, there'll be some floating around between either this channel or Dmblair channel. I want to just start maybe mix them in a little, like I did with the helmets. I have another helmet over here in my collection that I just got not long ago that I plan to get out and put together and set up somewhere, probably right there. I'm cleaning a space for it. I have a pretty big gaming background. I play a lot of Destiny, Star Wars Destiny, which is there's a whole bunch of cards I've collected from playing. I took the second place at the States Championship 2 years ago, where I won the stuff that I have here, and I've taken X-Wing Star Wars Store Championship back in 2014. These are the X-Wing cards, alternate art cards that I've collected throughout the years of playing in X-Wing. I'm the founder of the Kappa Squadron, well, the co-founder, me and another guy, and a couple other people kind of help out along the way, and we have the Kappa Cup, and this was from last year. Much more, like an X-Wing down there. She was pointing out that down there is all my X-Wing stuff. This is all the second edition here. All my first edition stuff is over there in that box over there. And that box there is where all my final Legion stuff that gets done is going to go into. But over here, the Star Wars X-Wing stuff. I won this in a store championship. And this is second edition. I have yet to even start into second edition. I'm so busy and I got so much going on with reviews and stuff that I need to put together and things I haven't even done yet. There's really a lot going on that's coming up. It's a lot coming up along with there's going to be a podcast starting soon on my Facebook page. We have a Facebook group called The Knights Around the Table, KNIGHTS, like Ching Knights Around the Table. I'm making a podcast that's going to be partnered to that. That's going to be called The Talks Around the Table, which will deal with a lot of the CBD world and interviewing farmers and dispensary owners and reviewers, top reviewers, and maybe even some patients and things, and maybe some vendors and glass blowers. We're going to do some glass blowing videos. I have a friend who has a glass blowing shop, so there's a lot that's going to come up this 2019. I know I'm probably talking more about the other channel on this channel, but it's going to amalgamate between the two. There's always going to be something uploaded between the two starting here. That's one of our New Year's goals, is to start making sublets of things so that people can see more of the world of what a lot of things that I'm into go through and what goes on in a daily life for me and the things I go all Tourette about. So, I just thought I'd hop in the video there and let you guys know that there's a lot coming up and a lot going on, and I do this all for fun. There's just so much that I do and I'm into, and I'd like to start showing you guys a lot more of that. I left a lot of my D&D roots behind to pursue educating the public about CBD and things, but we're going to try and bring that back around, and I'm going to try and juggle. It's going to be a jungle, but I'm going to try and juggle the two between the two channels, and hope you guys will enjoy it. It's just a lot of things maybe you can learn along the way, pick up a hobby, or if you're already in the crafting community, I talked to DM Scotty and DM Garrett and DM Caden and Warforge Hammer, what was his name? Runeforge or whatever his name was. Drunkens and Dragons was what they were when they first came out. Hanker and Fernail. He knows who Blair Wolf is.
9 minutes.
What that?
9 minutes.
So he knows who Blair Wolf is, and I'd like to get you guys to learn who he is too, and bring you along and show you a lot of that cool stuff here coming up in 2019. So keep your eyes open and keep watching. Thank you. I appreciate it.